Hello. Today we're in Dubai again, and we're at a 41st International Telecom and Computer Technology Exhibition, GITEX Global, which is the largest telecom and computer technology exhibition in the world. I have Mr. Sanjay Sehgal with me, the project manager of the exhibition, and I will ask him a couple of questions on how the show is running and what he can tell us about the experience of the exhibitors and the visitors at this year's event. Hello Sanjay.
Hello there, Kamran.
GITEX was the only exhibition in Dubai that was held in 2020.
Yeah.
What challenges you faced when organizing exhibition in 2020, and how different your experience was when organizing GITEX this year?
Okay, it's a good question, Cameron. We had huge issues with 2020 because nobody was allowed to fly anywhere. Every country was on lockdown, but despite all these very, very large obstacles, we managed to hold the show in a different form, but we held the show. We still had over 54,000 visitors come to the show from international countries as well as the GCC. And the exhibitors that came, companies like Microsoft, we had Oracle, we had pavilions from France, from Bahrain. So we had a lot of support and a lot of goodwill to hold the show when it was an impossible thing to do.
Right. What are the current key trends in IT industry in UAE and in the Middle East, and how the IT industry will perform in the following years?
Again, another good question. Technology is always changing, but I think the key drivers of technology, not only within the region but globally, are AI, 5G and cybersecurity. I think as our lifestyles have changed during the pandemic, home learning, home working, the threats to network security and data is huge, and it's growing exponentially every day, let alone every year. So they're the three key drivers, and that's going to continue for the next 4 or 5 years at least. And then we'll be talking about 5.5G and 6G, and that's the way that things are going to develop as our lifestyles develop via technology.
It can be noticed that participation of the Russian companies in the recent years has been growing.
Yeah.
How this year performance from Russia and CIS compared with performance in 2019, and how it is compared with other countries?
Okay, a really interesting question there, because Russia and CIS have become huge hotspots for technology, especially in this region. For example, the REC Pavilion has grown 57% from 2019 to this year. Moscow Expo Center supported us when we ran a digital event last year. We have new pavilions from St. Petersburg. We have increased participation from other Eastern and Central European countries like Poland and Bulgaria. So there's a huge dynamic between Russia and the UAE and the Middle East. And I think that shows in the commitment and the welcome commitment and support from the REC and other organizations within Russia and within the Eastern and Central Europe to come to GITEX. And it's my job to make sure that anyone that comes to GITEX has a very successful show to come back next year and years after.
GITEX combines 5 key co-located events.
Yeah.
Has a wide range of conferences, tech talks, as well as the largest pavilion in the world of the government institutions.
Yeah.
What are the key features that visitors should focus on if they consider to participate at the show next year?
Right, okay. I mean, GITEX transcends being a normal exhibition. One of our key drivers is content and education. So when visitors come, they'll see fantastic companies, fantastic technology, but they also have the chance to learn about the technology, learn about the advances via our 11 sector conference-led tracks that we run every GITEX. There's also free content, as you've mentioned, with tech talks. We have X Labs as well, and we're also developing training, certified training opportunities as well that we launched this year and have been very, very successful. So the visitors will not only get a chance to network with key global and also local companies and government bodies, they will have the chance to attend conferences, learn, achieve accreditation. So it's a whole 360-degree experience. So it's not just stands, it's not just companies, it's not a normal exhibition. It's the largest tech show in the world this year, and the response we've had as we're in day 4, is really looking to break all visitor records and expectations.
When is GITEX 2022? And what to expect from the largest tech show in the world in the following year?
Okay, well the dates are October 2nd to the 6th, so save the dates please. Really difficult to answer that because we haven't started the planning process yet, but it will be a continuation of AI, cybersecurity, 5G, we'll see what else is happening in hardware as well, IoT, big data, cloud. It's developing every day. For example, for this year, Zoom have come in for the first time, and Microsoft are very active via Teams and Azure and other platforms that they do. We're also doing a lot of work with the youth and coders and developers as well. We've set bespoke accredited programs, of which the 3 founding members of 3 founding partners, should I say, are Oracle, Microsoft, and Red Hat for our DevSlam program that we're running for coders and developers. So it's not just networking with companies. This is part of the education remit that's our responsibility that the government have told us that we've got to develop, and that's how we're doing it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you best of luck at GITEX 2021 and the following years.
Thank you very much, Kamran, and I hope to see all of you at the show next year with an even bigger pavilion. Thank you.
Come and join us. Thank you.